Cesar Ramirez here, and welcome to Business Builder Bootcamp Day 2. Now, the topic for today is, as we talked about in the first topic, it was really about your why, right? Thinking about what you really want, and hopefully you really thought about that. You sat down, if you're married, sit down with your spouse, and you talked about that. But Day 2, we're going to be talking about number 2 right here. Write what you want on paper. And this is key. I kind of briefly touched about what you want and writing down that on paper on your calendar, but most importantly about if you don't write it down, you're not going to have a moment to achieve it. So you got to really write it down, and that's where it really started to click for me. Once I started to write things down, again, whether it's a whiteboard, whether it's your calendar, if you like to use your iPhone, use that. Specifically, I like it to write it down by hand. I just think it's more effective, and that's really the key. So Business Builder Bootcamp Day 2, it's all about writing things down, okay, and really having your mind focus on the moment that's going to allow you to achieve it. If you're trying to duplicate stuff, it's always going to be easier to do it the old school method, which is going out and writing a list of what you really want and achieving that financial goal. Understand your comp plan in your company. You want to understand your comp plan so you can really understand what you need to do to achieve that goal. And if you're working for, let's just say, a telecommunications company or a health and wellness company, you want to make sure that you understand what it takes with your bonuses, what it takes with your residual, all that good stuff, just to achieve that goal, that financial goal, and write it down. Because you might have heard it said before, if you don't plan to write things down, you plan to fail. Okay, if you don't achieve that goal, if you don't write it down, if you don't have a plan to achieve it, you plan to fail, and that's just simply what it is. So make sure you sit down with your mentor, your upline, whatever you want to call him, sponsor, and figure out what is it that you really want on your goal. Okay, and again, the two things we get paid in this industry, and I really want you to write this part down. Number one, you get paid for retailing your product. Okay, and you make that difference on the wholesale side. So you get paid for retail of products. And number two, you get paid to build a team, to teach, coach, and develop and inspire people. You get billed to talk to people, to empower them, to get them started. And every system out there, every company has a duplicatable system. The simpler it is, every dud that can do it to a stud's got to do it to a dud. They got to be able to duplicate what you're doing. And if it's online, you got to find the folks that are very technical or want to spend at least the time to learn it online. Not everybody does. Okay, depending on the age group, depending on the amount of motivation that your person you're talking to has, you want to make sure that they're inspired to do it online. As you all know, I'm very technical. I have a background in computer engineering, and so what I do not necessarily duplicates for some people. If you want the masses to duplicate, you gotta hand them a tool, okay, whether it's a DVD or a website, and you want to make sure you follow up with them and hand them a product. Okay, for my primary opportunity, I hand them 2 of my products and a DVD. Okay, at the moment, that's all I do, and that's all I've always been taught, is to give them a product and give them a DVD. So now they got product in hand and they got material so they can coach on to be able to duplicate that. Okay, because they're going to do exactly how they found you. If you want to become the hunted and do it on the internet, well, guess what? They're going to want to copy that, and not necessarily the things I do. Building a website, building a capture page is necessarily duplicatable. If you want to get paid today, you want it to duplicate, and you want things to stick, okay, you want to show them a duplicatable model. It's always been hand them a tool, hand them some information, get them to a training, okay, you want to plug them into a training, and get them to a live event, some type of live event, okay, because this is where it sticks. This is where the business goes from your head to your heart, and it really starts to click, okay? Not necessarily where you find that online. So if you're doing online marketing, it's okay to connect with people online, but you want to make sure that you connect with them offline, okay? So this is Business Builder Day 2, okay? These are stories and facts that have worked for me, and this is how I'm building my business every day. I may connect with them online, but we're definitely talking offline on the phone, maybe at a live event, and it's all about keeping that simple and duplicatable. You don't want to make sales or close people on the internet because it's tough for other people to duplicate that. And you can talk to other top internet marketers, and they can actually assure you that does not duplicate. Okay, so offline connection is huge. So really hope that you guys understand it. Cesar Ramirez here. I know I talk a lot pretty quick, but I'm trying to get as much out as I can on day 2 of Business Builder Bootcamp, and we'll go into some more detailed stuff on the internet here on the next series of videos. But right now, I want you guys to connect with me on video so you can put a face to who's coaching you. Cesar Ramirez here, and have yourself a great week.